Thierry Henry praises Mason Mount. They will be so strong this season. Manchester United have started transfers to be successful in both the Champions League and the Premier League next season. Ten Hag, who had some problems in the midfield last season, made the first transfer of the season here. Ten Hag made a great change by signing Mason Mount from Chelsea. Commenting on Manchester United's signing, Thierry Henry praised Mason Mount. Thierry Henry said, "Mason Mount is exactly the kind of player Ten Hag loves." Ten Hag, who had great success with such a limited midfield last season, will be more successful this season with Mason Mount. I think they will be stronger this season. Mason Mount is indeed a very talented player, and it was great for us to sign him. While Ten Hag's rapport with young players is well known, it will be a huge opportunity for Mason Mount. Newcastle moving forward with huge proposal for Manchester United target GONCALO RAMOS. Newcastle United are moving forward with a huge proposal to sign Manchester United target GONCALO RAMOS, according to Portuguese publication O Jogo. The 22-year-old was in scintillating form for Benfica last season. He scored 27 goals and provided another 12 assists from 47 appearances for the Primeira Liga Giants. His form has attracted interest from United and Paris Saint-Germain, but O Jogo claim that it is the Magpies who are preparing their first move for the striker. The Tyneside outfit are looking to strengthen their squad after securing Champions League qualification and are moving forward with a big money offer for Ramos. Ramos currently has a release clause worth €120 million in his contract, but Benfica are prepared to sell him for €80 million during this summer's transfer window. Ramos is one of the most sought-after young strikers in world football at the moment. He enhanced his reputation last winter after a stellar hat-trick for Portugal at the World Cup. The Portuguese has all the traits to become a world-class striker in future, and United can ill afford to miss out on his services. The big question is whether they can afford him. United have already spent £55 million of their £120 million pre-sales budget on Mason Mount and have only £65 million left. They may need to prioritize Ramos' signing first, despite holding talks for Onana. Manchester United eyeing potential midfield addition as senior star's future remains an open book. Manchester United eyeing defensive midfielder amidst Scott McTominay uncertainty. Manchester United are eyeing adding a defensive midfielder to their ranks amidst uncertainty around the future of Scott McTominay, according to the Manchester Evening News. Fred is expected to part ways with the Red Devils in the ongoing transfer window. Fulham are interested in the former Shakhtar Donetsk star. Apart from the Brazilian, McTominay has been linked with the likes of West Ham United and Newcastle United as well. The Scotland international has lost his place in the Old Trafford side starting lineup under Erik ten Hag. However, at the moment, it is likely the Scotland international will stay at United. But the 26-year-old is a sellable asset, with the Manchester-based in need of a transfer budget boost. Casemiro was the gaffer's preferred option in the number 6 position last season. The former Real Madrid star has cemented his place at the Old Trafford side and has become key to the Red Devils' success. Unfortunately, without the 31-year-old, we struggled in the previous campaign. The likes of McTominay and Fred were unable to provide adequate cover in the midfield pivot when called upon. Therefore, we could evidently do with more quality and depth in the engine room. Manchester United willing to do anything to sign Atlanta striker Rasmus HOJLUND. Manchester United are willing to do anything to sign Atlanta striker Rasmus HOJLUND this summer, according to Corriere di Bergamo. The Red Devils are on the search for a new striker, and they have been heavily linked with a move for HOJLUND over the past couple of months. Corriere di Bergamo now highlight that United recently made an improved bid of €46 million for HOJLUND after their first offer of €35 million was rejected. The Italian publication add that the proposal will be turned down, but United won't give up and they are willing to do anything to sign the young Dane. Atlanta currently value HOJLUND at €60 million. The distance is now really thin. It is said that a deal could be finalized in a couple of Sundays. He is a left-footed striker with a strong physical and aerial presence. He possesses plenty of pace for a tall striker and has good finishing skills in the box. HOJLUND is still relatively inexperienced at the highest level, but has immense potential and could become a leading striker in a couple of seasons' time. Atlanta are firm on their asking price for him, and the onus is on United to find an agreement. They may need to negotiate add-ons to lower the fixed fee. Manchester United keeping tabs on 16-year-old Birmingham City starlet Trevor Sanusi. Manchester United enter the race to sign highly rated English talent Trevor Sanusi. According to the Daily Mail, Premier League giants Manchester United have entered the hot race to sign Birmingham City wonder kid Trevor Sanusi as the 16-year-old continues to attract elite clubs. The young attacker has been closely watched by English clubs like Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, and Newcastle United. United scouts have closely monitored the young player's performance during Birmingham City's under-21 game in April, providing highly positive feedback to their recruitment department. There are further chances that they will need to sell Sanusi if top teams continue to surround him. Despite being eligible to sign a scholarship contract with his current club, the 16-year-old has reportedly turned down the offer, indicating his desire for a new challenge. It is unlikely that Sanusi will remain with Birmingham City if a good offer approaches, as he will be looking for a fresh challenge to support his development. Galatasaray plotting moves for Manchester United's Telles and ELANGA. Galatasaray are planning moves for Manchester United duo Alex Telles and Anthony ELANGA this summer, according to Turkish outlet Akşamspor. Telles joined United in 2020 in a deal worth around £15 million but has failed to make a huge impact at Old Trafford. The 30-year-old has made only 50 senior appearances for the club. He was sent out to Sevilla on loan last season, where he made 38 appearances in all competitions. His current contract expires next year, and United will likely be keen to offload him this summer. The Turkish giants, who clinched their first league title since 2010 last term, are also plotting to sign the Brazilian's teammate ELANGA. The 21-year-old is regarded as one of the most talented players to have emerged from United's youth academy.